Right, quick audio test there. Hello guys, welcome to today's stream. I don't know why I put a 5. I need to start like that timer to like 3 minutes maybe. But yeah. So let's get my setup back configured properly again. Today, doing some flying, obviously. I don't know what else we'll be doing. Just need to configure my flight plan quickly, so that's all set up. So that should be it, I think. Alright, so I can close that off. Right, okay, lovely. Get it all set up now then. So we're here in the flight sim. Check it's all working on this page as well. It is good. So, yep. Good, the audio's all working fine. So it's quite quiet currently here in Vatsim, so it should be fine. So what we need to do is get this plane set up. So pause the game and go on to the Virtual Eurowings. First of all, just click start on the flight. Nice and simple. Did it actually start? It did, okay. And then we need to connect to Vatsim. Call sign today is, I still haven't actually checked, it's Eurowings 64 Bravo. But I haven't actually checked, like, what the actual call sign EWG is. I haven't actually checked, so yeah. That should be everything. So I'll connect to Vatsim, fill the flight plan, and I need to go onto the website that I have bookmarked for this. So, the aviation codes website, and then EWG. I need to find what their call sign is. The call sign is just Eurowings, okay? And that's it. So today we're going from Salzburg to Cologne, and then onwards to Stansted. So today's flight, what a bit of an interesting thing to start. We're having a step climb on this first flight. So, well, like a step descent, actually, as you can call it, because we're starting off at our cruising altitude, then descending down a little bit, and then continuing on. We'll keep that closed for now, that door, until we open it later when we have fixed everything. So the fuel today is in, it's in pounds, great. I said kilograms, didn't I? Okay, 7,200 kilos in pounds. It is 15,873. So there you go. But that was a bit of a mistake from my part there. So I need to go back, PNG setup, aircraft. I think displays. There's somewhere where you can change it, but I cannot find where you change. Oh, there it is. Weight units, kilograms. So that's that. Okay, go back now. No, not into the FMC. I want to go into the FS actions. So we've got the fuel put in. Payload today we're actually full. Because it's 172 have been given, but this aircraft actually operates in coach and first class, which obviously isn't like in real life. We've got, in terms of cargo, how much have we got? We have cargo 1.7. So that's right. Quick, do the maths. Right, 850 in each. That's that all set up then. Got quite a high load level. So that's on the doors page getting ready. So unfortunately the nav date was out of date because I thought it expired on the 12th of October. It actually expired on the 10th of October. I must have got that wrong there, look. So, but obviously I will update that next time. There's no point in doing it now because they're only 1 month apart, so the air acts will not really be out of date. But yeah, rip. Oh well. So let's get the plane boarded now. So request boarding. Enter number of passengers. Well, 172 we're supposed to have, so that's something we'll board. I'll use the default Salzburg airport. GSX. Time for my computer to lag out like mad now, obviously. Okay, so what we want to do now, I can actually use, I remember you can use, obviously this text, like, wait, I can type in, which is really useful. Right, route, going from Lowe's to EDDK. EUG 64 Bravo is our call sign, I don't know. And then departure, out of here, runway 15, and we're taking the Trow 3 Bravo. Yep. Activate that in there. And then from there we're going direct to ASKIC. ASKIC. I don't know why is that? Oh, put it in the wrong thing. There it is. And then we're going T840 as far as Gulco. So that's all that plugged in. Now, so this is the weird bit today. 5,000 with the transition altitude here, I think. Cost index of Eurowings is 19. We'll say there's 2 reserves. It'll calculate the 0 fuel weight for us. Cruise altitude today. Right, this is 320, but there is a slight change. I can't remember how to change it now, but there is a slight change I need to be aware of. I can't remember how to do it, so what we need to do is a step climb. Well, a step descent, I don't know. Here you go, step. So we're going down to flight level 240. Step point as... It doesn't work, it's really weird. But I don't understand how to enter in an actual, like, step point. It just says step point, which is really odd.
Thank you.
And it doesn't actually work, so... I did a lot of looking up online last time I encountered this. I did a lot of trying to work it out how it works, and it didn't appear to be much. So the solution I've got is actually it doesn't look like it will affect us by the looks of the things here, because according to this we'll be descending by ASKIC anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. So no, we won't know yet, will we? I still need to enter the arrival, so that is we're arriving on 14 left, so taking the ILS 14 left, and then the Gulco 14. There it is.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm not going to send now by it. Yeah, look, at Azkick now, we're going to be... We would have already started our descent though, so there's literally no point. I'm just going to tell it that there's a restriction of 240 at Azkick. That's all I'm going to tell it. Because after that, we're going to be descending anywhere, I think, somehow. Because of certain restrictions that require us to descend in certain places, so... According to Sim Brief, I think that step climb really shouldn't affect us, because this plane, look, it already starts its descent there, and then its top of descent is actually... Apparently the restriction isn't actually at Azkick, it just needs to descend to 240 at Azkick, which is a bit... So the step is 240, yeah, put that in there. And then the step point I'll try this. So entering in 2 waypoints. Because they're the 2 that we need to go to. No, it's really not being very obvious here.
Morning.
So I'm just going to remove it. Just forget it. It's being a bit weird.
I'm doing good.
I think we're just going to go with the default descent, really, because we'll already be descending by then anyway, so it doesn't matter about the step climb, because really it's not technically a step climb if we're already climbing, so who cares. I'll just leave it, I think. So estimated flight time today is going to be about 1 hour and 3 minutes, according to this. Oh, I need to actually get all this on, don't I? So, passengers, we're not finished yet, unfortunately, but oh well. N1 limit, no derates, take off, flaps 5. Centre of gravity, and then put on all this, so... I'm not going to bother with any of that, because there's no wind or anything. So that's everything just set up. I just need to check. Actually, let's get that on, and then into 10, I think. Right, so how is... Well, let's go into plan mode. Actually, let's get rid of any discounts first. Oh, there isn't one at all. Okay. Interesting. That's nice, I guess.
How are you?
So what I want to do now is check the charts. So stage from runway 15, we're checking. So we're taking the Crown 3 Bravo. So we immediately loop off, like immediately, and then at WS 610. We need to be 4,900 or above. There's no speed restriction on it though, weirdly. No speed restriction at all, according to this chart. So maybe when the AirAct cycle changed, they got rid of the speed restriction, possibly. Because there's nothing there. Let's have a look. So,
Hello.
So where I'm looking for my departure. Crown 3 Bravo. Here you go. This should tell. This is the coding table. So speed. Nope. There is a 610. There is a minus 165 on the speed there. 2,160 above, 4,900 above, 7,000 above, and there is a max speed there. Cause I've just checked the coding table that tells me exactly what we plan. And then the arrival. So star. Yeah, unfortunately all the stars are on exactly the same page, so that might be a bit confusing. There's actually a VOR near the airport called Cole. Right, it's in Cola. It's called Cola. So we're going from Golco. We're coming in. There it is. I'm just going to follow this at 14,000 or below. And then apparently it just goes right into Cologne. So the charts don't actually make much sense for that airport there. So GSX is finished with us. So I'm starting the APU. This is our lovely aircraft. Got a number of planes in the area actually. I'm liking it here in Salzburg though. So I think now should be starting up, shouldn't it? So that's not what I want it to do. Nope. So make sure all these are on. Packs can come off for engine start. I don't know what, I'll set the landing altitude once we're in the air. Fuel pump's coming on. Beacon coming on. That should, oh, no. That's everything, I think. Everything that we need on, so. And only now have I realised I haven't actually plugged in my yoke yet. There you go. Wow. Okay, yoke's going good. Turn the TCAP on now. And then go back. $339 miles, that's basically what was planned. Actually, it is what was planned. So, push back and departure, we want to go right. No, I don't want to start engines before push back. So, going right and then taxiing all the way down to the runway and then off we go. So, yeah, about an hour flight time we should have today. That's the plan. Got another accident now. The German one, / Austrian one. Although I wonder if it will change when we're down in Germany.
Locking gear.
So we're getting ready to go now. Go through all of this. Make sure I haven't missed anything. I think I probably haven't, haven't I? The one thing I did miss, I just saw. Actually, no, I don't do the trim, do I?
Departure check.
Oh, I do the trim. I'm being silly. Wait.
Release parking brakes.
Where's that page then? There's definitely a page where it says Salzburg Centre of Gravity. And it tells me what trim I'm supposed to go.
Release parking brakes.
But it's not telling me. What trim am I using? Oh yeah, 4.44.
Release parking brake. Missing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
It still sounds like a really dodgy Google Translate. Like, just weird. It doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound normal. Like the English one, it just sounds like a slightly tweaked version of Google Translate. It's really odd. Well, off we go from Salzburg. Let's have a look at how busy Cologne is today. It's quite quiet actually. There's a plane down in Budapest going there, and there's us, but both of us are on the ground at the moment, and I'll definitely be there before the Budapest one. So it's not very busy at the moment. Check the flight tracking software is actually working. Good, it is. There's no flight attendant audio with this one though, for some reason, but oh well. Oh, and I forgot to introduce fuel to the engines. Rip. Right, set flaps 5. Really, don't tell me it's stopping here. Good, it isn't. Well, there's something. What on earth? Not again. Not again. What's wrong with the after this latest GSX update, there is this really odd bug with like the pushback tractor. There was another update for me to do on GSX, but I didn't do it because like there wasn't enough time this morning. So yeah, set the auto brakes. Make sure there's nothing I'm missing. So we've done all that. These are going to continuous now as they're started up, and then we can also use them for power.
Set parking brakes.
The APU can come off. What's this yelling at me now? Anti-ice. Actually, that can come on. What about the anti-ice though? Oh. Forgot the Pro Peats. Whip. Rip. And that's why you check the recall. To make sure you haven't made any stupid mistakes like that one. That's that.
Unlocking gear.
Gears unlocking. Should all be ready to go now. 339 miles of flying ahead. This reckons it's going to take us 59 minutes. Okay. Simply for saying an hour and 3. So let's get ready to go.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So we're all clear, pretty much ready to go now, so I'll make sure everything's all set properly, got on Unicom, anything else I may have forgotten, all that's good. That test is good, so we can now check flaps and everything, make sure it's all good. It is. Make sure like the flight director and that's on and all that, and it is all on, it's all good, so let's start the first of the 2 Eurowings flights we're doing today, where the eventual destination will be London Stansted. Obviously the little stopper over in Cologne first. So, yep, let's get going. So you know, I've realised I pushed my plane the wrong way. No! I mean, I can just like go the long way, I can just go like that way now, and then join back up with the runway, but still. Because I thought I'd push my plane the same direction that I'm on the runway, which obviously didn't work, so I now need to turn and then head back down the runway. Oh well. Nice little slow taxi down, look at that, nice little view of the runway and stuff, you can see the wing bounce up and down. And everything's going good at the moment, which is nice. This plane's working all fine, it's amazing, everything's all working. As long as I don't go crashing into a mountain like last time, I can consider this to be, well, not last flight stream, not last like Saturday morning flying stream, the last VFR stream. Obviously they're both like flights and streams, but they're part of like different series. Like you got the VFR flying streams, And then you got these streams, which are like the take a plane and fly it places. Fly it in places, I don't know. So we're currently just sticking with the rough, well, the speed limit on taxis, like roughly 20 knots. I'm doing 24, but, you know. There's a plane on the ground there, an Aeroflot. What airport's that? I think Innsbruck. Yep, Innsbruck. Innsbruck's always busy with the flight sim community because of its awesome approach. I've never actually landed in Innsbruck in this game, so that's give it a go maybe sometime. Just to add to the screenshot library that we seem to take, you know, all the time. Take so many screenshots, unbelievable. Just in case we have future streams where I want to pick out a nice thumbnail. So going onto the runway. Quick check, make sure it's all good. Yep. And it is, so we'll park up on the runway. And wait here now, make sure everything's all set up. So landing lights on, runway turn-offs on, taxi lights, I think they can stay off actually because I forgot to put them on anyway. Everything's good, or that's good. The engine still needs to be in continuous at this point. We've done the checklist, make sure it's all good. And there we go. So let's get going on this flight. 40% additional power. Toga. And off we go. Start the clock. SB's live. 80 knots. V1. Rotate.
V2.
And away we go. Positive climb. Gears going up. Easy plane slightly down. And then sort of bank it on this sort of quite a small left-hand turn, then a bit of a larger left-hand turn. Just make sure that's still working. This the flight tracker, it is good. And then we need to actually stay at 165 knots for now, so there'll be no no changing of the gear. No, not the gear, the flaps we have. There'll be flaps 5 for a bit yet. So at the moment we're just trying to climb this plane. While at quite a low speed, so a lot of this so far will be manual, I think. It's a nice little castle there, it's lovely that. Also, I have been to Salzburg and the scenery is like this. But this is like the best screenshot opportunities ever, these are. We passed the transition altitude. Like I'm going to standard. Right, let's put in the autopilot. Also, that 165 knots thing meant absolutely nothing then, because it's totally destroyed that. Actually, it's slowing down. Some pretty serious wing flex going on there. I do like this plane. The P&DG, it's a lovely plane. Right, I can go off now then. This can go into flight. They can come off. What else we need to do? I think all that's been done. Nice. Apart from the flaps, obviously, we'll have to cover that later. There's 10,000 as well, so we can sort out that. Put this into that mode there. Been a bit of a weird start to the flight, obviously we've still got that weird like restriction on how fast we can go. So the flaps are still out because of that. Okay, there's 180 knots. So this thing's now going to ease off its climb a little bit to help us gain speed. Is there another speed restriction than a 230? Why is it doing it to 230? Bit weird. And after that, we've literally just got 200 miles between here and the next waypoint. Right, flaps 0 there. Allow this thing to actually gain speed properly now. And then we're going to go up to our next speed at 292 knots. So this thing continues to accelerate, obviously. So looking at Cologne, that other plane hasn't actually left yet. So actually it has. It's a British Airways, but it's only just left now. So way ahead of it. We're climbing speed now, so once we reach that speed, that's when I'll set the cruise altitude. Look at this lovely scenery. I might have to use one of these as my desktop background. At the moment I've got like an Aegean A319 from when we did the Corfu stream as my desktop background, but I might have to use that. Oh, it's sped up, so this thing's going to resume its climb. So well, what do I need to do here? So get this all set up actually. Radio 200, and we'll set the landing speed, which is currently 138. Radio 200 there. That's minimums, and want and that's about it, isn't it? What else we need to do? Let's have a look. So that's all that. All that. That's everything. All good to go. So we're going to continue my climb. Oh dear. Rip. Accidentally pressed the button there that did the gear. Very bad idea. Right, let's get the details of the airport. So we should be arriving there about 40 minutes before the BA. So there shouldn't be any problem. They've got 200 miles to our next waypoint now, so basically chill until then. At that waypoint we'll already be descending, so in half an hour we'll already be descending. And we haven't actually finished climbing yet. It's quite a short little flight, this one then. Obviously the first of two we're going to be doing. Speaking of, we can actually cross off the charts now for Salzburg. The stands meant nothing for this, but we really need to look at the parking positions. So Terminal 1 and 2. So this is the parking, and it said Apron B, Apron A we use here at Eurowings, so I'll go for somewhere like, so let's have a look at the ground chart as well, the airport layout chart. So we're landing on 1-4 left, we'll vacate probably Alpha 2, go all the way down Alpha, and then we go all the way down Alpha still, down Bravo, and then in there to Apron Alpha or Bravo. So we'll be using gate, I don't know, somewhere in the region, about maybe A7, Bravo 3, so Alpha, somewhere in that region. So we'll go down Bravo, then down Alpha, or Echo actually, you can go down Echo. Actually no, I can't go down Echo, because that starts off runway 2406, so that's how that's working. So that's the plan of today for that flight there. So also it reminds me that there was one thing I needed to do again, that is set this. So 110.9, there you go, and 136. Obviously I won't make the other one active yet because we're not near landing, but it's just something you can do to prepare for later. So back onto the legs page, and that's it then. So we need to get to a reasonable altitude. It looks like, there you go, we've already got a contrail behind us, which is nice. So it's about 5,000 feet until we reach the next waypoint. So we've got quite a bit of time at the moment to just chill out. And then once we're cruising, I don't know how long we're going to be at cruise. This says we're going to be 16 nautical miles from cruise. Descent, we are 153 miles away from descent, so subtract 16 on that page, there you go, 1,550, so 150 miles, roughly 135 miles at cruise. We'll be cruising for 20 minutes, so it's only 20 minutes at cruise, not particularly long cruise. I think it will be a bit of a rushed descent possibly, because we have to be below 14,000 at Gulco and above 7,000 at DK417, and then it's like quite a slow arrival than in then. I think it's probably to control the traffic. I think Cologne can be quite a busy airport. It's just at the moment it obviously isn't very busy. because we're on Vatsim, so it's not going to be busy at this time in the morning. There's literally 310 pilots on at the moment, so it's really quiet. But if I refresh it, like 314, so it does. The later it gets in the day, pretty much until about 8 o'clock, which is when it's like peak busyness, it keeps getting busier. So when you do it early in the morning, it's always very quiet. So how far is it until cruising? That can't be far. No, it isn't far actually, just 1,500 feet. So it really isn't far. Just checking that. Actually, let's put the mic audio up slightly, I think. No, nope. Advanced properties, there it is. Found it eventually. Put it up slightly, I think. There. After just 13 minutes in the air, we are now at 32,000 feet. And we're cruising. Unfortunately, we have got a bit of a headwind, but oh well. Just 157 miles to Askick now, and we're descending 135 miles. So I'm on plenty of fuel when we land. We'll have 4.5 kilos when we get down in Cologne, so plenty. How long to Cologne? Roughly about 45 minutes, which is expected. So obviously the next 20 of that are going to be at cruise. There's no planes in the area really, so we can't go plane spotting or anything. The nearest one is that Aeroflot, which is in Innsbruck on the ground, and that's literally it. So there's not a lot. Obviously Cologne's completely empty as well. I can't understand this this BA flight that's going from Budapest to Cologne, and it's an A330. Like, British Airways don't operate the A330, and like the fact that British Airways don't fly between Budapest and Cologne. Like, what's going on there? Actually, let's do a quick status check on the aircraft. It's all coming back good, which means we haven't set anything up wrong. Good. That's the scenery we've got. I like the cabin of this plane. Hang on a minute, a centre just came online. It says EHAA Centre. Where is that? It might be Eurocontrol at this time in the morning. Nope, it's not Eurocontrol. It's Amsterdam radar. How are we in like range of Amsterdam radar? By the way, we're like really far away from it. Doesn't make any sense. We're going right across Germany. We are. We are in Germany. We just passed Munich actually. There should have been a big airport down there, and it would have been Munich. That's not Munich Airport, but that is Munich, I think. We've passed it. There's Munich Airport. Just there. So I'm obviously going screenshot mad again. But yeah, I don't know. Apparently it's out of my range now, Amsterdam radar, because they've gone offline. Also, Amsterdam's rammed. I've just seen it. It's absolutely packed. Same for Gatwick. That's packed. Stansted isn't busy at the moment. We might get some ATC in Stansted. I have had it before, so we'll have to see. We might not. I don't know. We've got a Lufthansa in the area, but it's at Stuttgart. So again, it's on the ground. So we're on our way to Cologne now. See, how far is it actually? 234 miles. And I've been streaming 48 minutes. I'm not sure how long the second flight's going to be, whether it's going to be longer or shorter, I'm not sure. Right, 120 nautical miles to Askik. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, whatever. Looks like Amsterdam Control are offline now. I can't understand that though. They're like suddenly online and then they're not online. It's like really odd. But at the moment, Cologne's pretty quiet, so yeah, that BA flight. What's the gap then? This is estimating now. It's estimating an hour, just under an hour, so 47 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we'll obviously be there. By the time we leave Cologne, we might see it land. Like obviously, because we're gonna go into Cologne and then back out of Cologne, so we might. Might still see it, I don't know. So we're going 108 miles to go to Askik. What are we actually doing? I mean, we're just sitting here. Where are we actually? I want to look where we are. Between Nuremberg and Stuttgart quite soon, but between those two cities. That's our route really, so it's quite an interesting route this one. We're just basically going direct across the whole thing. Yeah, this plane's just like today. It's been like, yep, everything's all fine. I bet now it's gonna go wrong, isn't it? Go wrong. It will. So yeah, that started counting down now. It's going very fast. Are we going really fast? How fast are we going? No, only like 7.3 Mach. Not very fast then. Not as fast as we sometimes do anyway. Also, we have got a massive headwind as well, like, gotta take that into account. Well, our true airspeed right now is 435, but like, if you round it, it's 435, but we're actually doing 415. I'm trying to think, like, I'm pretty sure I've been to Cologne in this flight sim before, but I like can't remember if I have. I think I have. And I must have, surely. It's got 88 nautical miles to go, not far, and that's the next waypoint. Of course, it's actually 197 miles to Cologne. There's never anything to talk about on these streams. That like it'd be nice if people like went in the chat and stuff and actually comment and stuff. It's like, what do I talk about? It's basically that's what happens. Also, FSX 2020, well, it's not called FSX 2020, it is just called FSX, by the way. That's coming out, I don't know when it's coming out, but it looks pretty good. Got all the nuts stuff that we got, if you've seen it. And there's so many planes on Vatsim, I'm just like scrolling out. There's tons of planes of the Atlantic as well. I've never done like a transatlantic flight. Be interesting to do one at some point though. Oh yeah, we've got a plane there that's on the ground. It's not on the ground. This plane's on the ground, look. There's Lufthansa. That's at Stuttgart Airport. So look at Stansted then. How busy is Stansted? There's 2 planes on the ground currently. And that's it for Stansted. So Heathrow's rammed, Gatwick's rammed. Because Gatwick's got tower and ground online, so obviously it's quite busy. It's funny that this one just like, it's just, I just left it, it's like its default state. That's like, maybe that's why hang on a minute, is this why I get the minimums warning? It's because I don't set the minimums on both sides. That could be a reasoning for the minimums warning, possibly. We'll see, now I've set it on both sides, will I get it again? That minimums warning. I have to see. I have not noticed that before. Let's have a look at the controls down here then. Actually, that reminds me of one thing I haven't actually done yet. I haven't actually, like, planned the route yet. So let's have a look at what our approach is going to look like, because I haven't looked at it yet. Whoa, there's a lot of waypoints on there. An awful lot of waypoints. a very controlled approach, that. Like, there's so many waypoints in that approach. It's nuts. It's like really controlled, keeping to an exact course. Right, hang on a minute. If this waypoint is in 63 miles, we must be descending quite soon. 42 miles. That's not far. Okay, let's set this stand. What's the first restriction? 7,000 or above, so we'll set it to 7,000. So obviously 14,000 or below just means below 14,000, so it's fine. Luxembourg Centre just went online, but obviously they get, no, like not the centre, the approach, but obviously again, doesn't affect us. Cologne's not looking any busier, so, oh well. And there's the top of descent, look, flashing up on our little screen, so that means this plane will be descending soon. I'm hoping for a smooth landing as always. Whether we're going to get a smooth landing is debatable. Obviously we do have an FPM counter today, in the form of the flight tracker, so we'll see what we get. Hopefully it's a good one. I'm really hoping it'll be a good one, but you know, you never know. You never know what we're going to get, what sort of landing we're going to get. Yesterday on the VFR stream, we managed 2 really smooth landings. The second one, I did land right at the end, like right at the start of the runway. It wasn't like a floated landing or anything, but I still overshot the runway, so that was a bit weird. It's almost like the runway was too short for the aircraft there. I'm minding gear brakes, actually. I'm just going to set auto brakes to 2, save me doing it later and forgetting later. I've forgotten that before. I remember I did a flight a good few months ago now when I started that Ryanair UK Hop sort of series on Vatsim, where I did 2 flights, and on the second flight into Liverpool I forgot to do the auto brakes and arm the spoilers like right at last minute, which is obviously really, like, I touched down and was like, oh, I didn't do it, rip. And then just pretended like I'd done it like really quickly. Well, I mean, it's obviously very noticeable, but I think I did say it in the video at the time anyway. But it was quite funny that. But hopefully we'll have nothing like that today. Be a bit more normal today. Fingers crossed. Everything's toes crossed. I don't know. I keep saying fingers crossed at the moment. So yeah, 20 miles to the top of descent now. So. It's really not far. It's gone very quickly, this flight. What airport's that down there? I definitely recognise it as in like I think I've flown into it before. Ah, if it's Frankfurt, I've got scenery for Frankfurt installed, and that's why it looks so good, like different. Where's Egypt? No, it's not. According to this, Frankfurt isn't in range. It looks like quite a big airport, though, that one. I reckon it's EDDS. Maybe. It's definitely a big airport, though. I don't know. I don't know. It's not an airport, I don't know what it is. It looks a bit strange, though, whatever it is. I think it's an airport, though. It's not very obvious. Maybe it isn't an airport. Maybe it is just... Based on like where I am currently in the world, like, and looking at VatSpy, I'm very close to Frankfurt Airport. And this looks suspiciously like a city. Like, as in, like, this city should be Frankfurt. I'm just hoping for a smooth landing, though. I really want a smooth landing. Also, for this stream to be like roughly 3 hours long, like for it to meet that sort of 3 hour long length that I planned, because last week I planned 2 hours 40 and it did overrun a little bit, so this week I went, oh, I mean in the description I might have said 2 hours 50, so like, yeah I did, but I planned 3 hours, so we'll see what happens this time. I mean, obviously they're just estimations, it's not like I've got to stick to or something, it's not like I've got something to do, but it's, I don't know, just like good guesswork. So it's also useful to know, like, for other streams, how long certain flights take and how long I spend on the ground and that sort of thing. I do need to, like, maybe make a note of that, how long I spend on the ground in these streams, to try and plan how long they will be more accurately, not for it to just be an estimate, because if there was ever a time I needed to do a stream within a certain time, well, I would want to know exactly how long it would take. So we're going so slowly now, I've noticed. I think it's because we've started descending. Look, this thing here has turned into 260 now. It's no longer a Mach number. And we have slid down a lot. We're apparently 2 miles from... Because the engines, there's cruise power, and there's the power they're actually at. They have dipped off a little bit, so it's like they're getting ready to descend. If it was an airport, I would have thought the scenery would load in by now. Maybe I accidentally deleted Frankfurt Airport with it, or something. I've like broken the scenery because it's my game isn't picking it up, but I'm directly over it almost. Oh, a plane just loaded in there. Oh no, it is Frankfurt Airport. Obviously, it does work then because there's a plane down there. Look, now I went to a plane down there, you can see it. Look. Because I did get proper scenery for it. I remember I had an event I was going to do. I never did it in the end because I was busy. Turned out like I had to do something else, but that's why I downloaded scenery for it, because I was missing a runway. So I had to download scenery. Obviously we've got scenery down in Stansted. Unfortunately, that has lagged out our game a little bit now, because it's quite good scenery. It was a free one, but it was a good one, so it worked well. But obviously that will lag out our game a little bit now, the recording and all that, it'll lag out. Well, luckily, it doesn't lag it out in this view. In this cockpit view, we're still getting a nice, solid 60 FPS, so that's good. Right, so there's 30,000. I can actually, I won't put that in the view yet, there's no need. So I'm making a small turn. And then we're on an airway into Golco, and then we're on the arrival, and that's it then. So because we need to be under 14,000 at Golco. That's like what it said. How far now then to the airport? This is saying 25 minutes. So that should mean about an hour flight time. I'm going off what SimBrief says, which is an hour and 3. The average on this website is an hour and 3. So we'll try and get an hour and 3 minutes if we can. That's the plan, is to get an hour and 3. Yeah, ground info, apron A, apron B. And we use AHS Euroground as the handling agency. So that's noted. So we'll look at the next flight then. I'll just open that in a new tab. How long? So this one was supposed to be an hour. Exactly an hour. This is meant to be 55 minutes. So it is a shorter flight, this thing. In terms of ground info, we don't know anything about the Stansted info, so I'll be ignoring that. But it's just good so I know for later then. So there's nothing in terms of Stansted, it doesn't know where we park or anything, so. But obviously I do know Stansted quite well. I've been there a number of times in the sim. In this 737 actually, I've been there a number of times. There's 26,000 feet. So the contrail should start to disappear in the next couple of thousand feet, which is a shame. I like the contrail. It's nice. I like it. I don't know, it's a bit weird that I know, but I like the contrails. They're nice. It's like when you look up in the sky, you see a contrail. You're like, oh, there's a plane up there with people in it. Interesting. And in terms of Cologne, there's still no planes there. We're the only people near it, so it looks like that's what we're sticking with. There's 25,000 feet, so we're getting lower slowly. I always think the lower we go, like the closer we are to our destination. There's the massive Frankfurt airport, look. Again, yet again. Absolutely massive, that airport. Absolutely massive. You can see the city in the background as well, so it's a nice little bit of scenery, that. Even if it does lag out my game a little bit. Luckily about these outside cameras, now I tweaked like the settings. We're not getting too much lag when we're outside. We're getting a bit of lag when we're outside in that view, but on this view we're fine. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. "23,000 feet. 96 miles to go, so we're not far. 21 minutes now, as it's saying. Just ticking down. Vatsim's actually got quieter now. It's only 353 pilots online, so I think it's got a bit quieter, possibly. How busy Stansted? I just keep looking to see how busy it is. Nothing at the moment, I see. Not time for seatbelt signs yet, I don't think. We're still a bit too high for that. And we're starting our arrival at Gulco, which is literally coming up in about 20 miles. Just over 20 miles. Why does it say drag required? There's no speed restrictions. We're not... I mean, really, you only need drag once you're getting too far away from the path, like from this, that it can't... Basically, when you're going so fast that it can't actually keep up with its own descent path, that's when you need drag to make yourself keep on the descent path. At the moment, there's no speed restrictions at all, so there's no problem there. Once we get to Gulco, I think that's when I'll turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. Because that's when we'll be below 14,000. We've started our arrival then, so I'll turn it on then. Got no contrail behind us anymore. Just something nice. It's quite a nice day. There's no clouds. Obviously, I barely have clouds turned on, so obviously there's no clouds. Because clouds for some reason lag out this game like nuts. I don't know why. It's a bit of a weird glitch, almost, you could call it. Check the checklist there. I'm hoping for a smooth landing, but I haven't flown this plane for ages. I've been flying the Airbus recently, and even more recently the Beechcraft Baron. I haven't flown this thing for quite some time, so we'll see how good my landings are in it. I can see the little things there, that they're like the little descent, like they're little decelerate markers for 10,000 feet. So that's where we'll hit 10,000. So we're not far from 10,000. Are we gonna make 14,000 or below by Goldco? I'm just wondering. Like, it doesn't seem. I think we maybe can, possibly. So we're quite low now. Can I see the airport in my area? No. How far are we though? 73 miles. Not far then. There's Frankfurt all over there. Got a couple of planes here. We've got a Eurowings 737 in the area. We have a British Airways. We have, I think, oh wait, ours is Austrian, isn't it? I don't know, it's going from. Given it's going from, like, it's going to Greece. The pilot's Greek, so I think possibly it's what? Oh no, I made that mistake of not changing the transition level. Rep. Just how I claim that it isn't actually it's not 18,000 the transition level, so it doesn't need to go shouting at me about that, being like, no, it's not that, it's this. I'm like, yeah. We're going to make 14,000, I'm really wondering about that. Right, let's put us down to 10 nautical mile range now. Check the, what the, why can't I press any of this button? Why can't I press that button? There you go. Check my landing speed, that's changed by 2 whole knots there. So that's interesting. Right, there's the seatbelt sign can come on now. It must have been kind of weird with some of these buttons. I love how you can get the little dust effect, look. It's almost like it's a dirty screen or something. 30 miles to whatever this VOR is. And when we're there, that's when I need to actually change the altitude down to 3,000, which is the ILS altitude, the first of the two. After this next waypoint, this ILS is just constant then. We've just got constant waypoints, pretty much. Why isn't my game picking up? Look, there you go. It wasn't picking up the buttons then for a bit. Like, normally it should, in that position it should pick them up. It is now. Okay, that's being a bit weird then. My mouse is being a bit off. For some reason. So how far's that other plane from Cologne then? I'm just looking. Still about 40 miles. 40 minutes, I mean. We're more than 40 miles away. We're 55 miles away. So I'm like, that would be a bit surprising. And when we land, we're arranging GSX parking for stand. What stands we want? So let's say stand. I think I'm going to pick A7. A7's good. I like that. I like the sound of that. I like the number 7. So I think stand A7 we'll pick. So we need to slow down for 10,000 feet about now. Which is why this thing's dropped off its descent an awful lot, because it knows we need to descend, we need to slow down very soon. Can't be that far now, can it? 48 miles. That's really not far, is it? 11 minutes, that's saying. And there's the descent, look, so get the speed rate out, allow this thing to slow itself down. I don't know how many screenshots I take in these streams, but I feel like it's a lot. I can get rid of that speed brake now then. Running lights can come on because we're at 10,000 feet. So there's 10,000 feet. Next one, WYP. I'm not sure what that VOR is, but yeah. Oh, there's a Monarch plane out. What's that doing there? They are aware that Monarch went bust like 2 years ago. They are aware of that, right? It's like, are they doing their Monarch farewell flight? You know what I did my Thomas Cook farewell flight a week late. They're doing theirs 2 years late, and I feel slightly better about me doing it late. Seriously, what are they doing? Is there still like a Monarch Virtual that exists or something? Cologne's empty though. Our decel point's coming up now. So I'll put that down to 3,000. My mouse is being really odd. Why is it doing that? There you go. Right, turn off, and then on. I've turned my mouse off and on again, hoping that will solve. It might be with the game though. It might not be with the mouse. It could just be the game. So I don't know. I'm just hoping that will solve the problem. And now we're below 10,000. I can select some handling. So gate, we want gate A really, but that's not coming up, so we'll have to use gate B. Okay, what do we want to use then? We can't use the A gates because they're not showing up on the game. So B7 I like the look of, so let's choose B7, which according to this is a jetway, but according to this is not a jetway. And okay, we'll have to use Lufthansa then, because Eurowings are part of Lufthansa, I think. They're part of the Lufthansa group. So we'll have to use them, because they haven't got like the default handling on. If for some reason the A gates don't actually exist, like, whether they're new or something, I don't know. They just don't exist, basically. That's the problem with having such out-of-date scenery in this game, though. Well, they've hit the decel point now, so because we are just 30 miles away, and that reminds me, I need to set the landing altitude, which is 350. Oh, my mouse is still doing it. There you go. Come on! Oh my word, what's going on with my mouse? Hello? Oh my god, there's something wrong with my mouse. And if I click, it fixes it. Okay, I'll just click then. What's going on? Why is my mouse being like that? Okay, that goes on the 110.9. Let's make sure this thing can pick up the ILS. And the spoilers for later. Well, for when we land, really, that is. Our proper decel point is not until a bit after this. That was just a slow down to 220 knots. There's a number of planes here. This one's obviously just left as airport. Yeah, it has. That looks like Eindhoven, so I'll check Eindhoven to see if I'm right. Yep, Eindhoven. I've only thrown out there once and I know what it looks like now. It's a nice airport that. I flew there with Ryanair. I don't think I did it on stream. But I went from Eindhoven to Stansted to Belfast. And that was a good 3 hours of flying. I don't think I did it on stream though. So I have flown in and out of Eindhoven, but I haven't done it on stream, basically. Just to sum that up. And then once we land and get everyone off, we've got another lovely little flight to do then. So, but the next one will be a bit shorter. It'll be slightly shorter. Not much shorter, but a little bit. There's the airport, look, I see it. Good. I can't click the recall. What on earth? What's going on with my mouse? It's being really odd. It's either the plane or my mouse, I can't tell. But it's not letting me click anything. Oh, there you go. I turned the mouse off and on again. It did work and then it stopped working. What's going on? There is something wrong with my mouse. It's not doing it on here, it's only doing it on, I think it's something wrong with the plane then maybe. Oh no, I clicked off something and then back on. Okay, it works now. I scrolled up and down on a page and then it worked. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. We're slowing down now. We should be what, flaps 5? No, flaps 10 on accident. I think I've gone. That was a bit actually by accident, I think, but doesn't matter. Put it into approach mode now. Oh come on! What is going on with this mouse? Why is it not letting me click anything? Hello. There you go. It's something wrong with the plane. It's being really strange. It's not letting me click half the buttons. Something always goes wrong with this plane. I don't know why. But something always goes wrong with it. It's been a bit strange. Can I go one flat higher without it going nuts at me? No, I can't. So I'll open the gear then, stop it from going nuts at me. We're ready for landing then. We are ready, just need to wait for this to intercept everything. It has, good. And the autopilot can come out. I have control of the aircraft now, so we can just get this thing down now. And fingers crossed, please, 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 game, say this works. I don't end up, just going completely wrong. So I'm still a bit far out from the actual airport yet, so I don't know why. Maybe it's a bit early to take manual control and stuff, but it's good to get ready for the landing, I guess. I do need to turn left slightly now. The thing with this plane, it does automatically go down. Like when you're just in this position with these flaps, it does automatically go down. So I can see the airport, the runway we're going for. This time I'm fine for height, but the actual direction is a bit off. I wonder if the thing it's telling me though is actually right though, because it looks to me like I'm pretty, good on that runway. No, we're still getting a minimum's warning then. But yeah, now I can see the runway properly. That's better. It's the text for it is loaded in and all that. I need to actually lose a bit of speed here, so make sure, all brakes are good, speed brakes armed, gears down, and all that stuff that's very important. Slightly high, but it's much better being slightly high than slightly too low, really. At least have a more controlled landing. So on approach, looks like we're just gonna beat the hour and 3 minute mark that was set. Need to actually use a bit of speed here.
300 approaching minimums.
There's minimums continue. There's another warning for some reason.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I'm not sure if that was a bounce or what. I'm not actually sure. Whoa, this thing went a bit all over the place there. That was a bit of a, I don't know, it was a pretty smooth touchdown. I think it was a bounce. What, that first touchdown was a 458? No way it was a 458, that first one. And then we bounced and touched back down at 120. Unfortunately, it'll take the heavy one, which is a 450. I think something's gone wrong there. There's no way there was a 450 FPM. No way. No way. And for some reason, I think probably to do with my mouse glitching out. Yeah, that's sorted now. This thing was veering off left there. So here's the chart. That should be Echo there. Alright, I need to get this. Oh! What is wrong with my mouse today? There is something wrong with it. It's not letting me click buttons and stuff. There's something wrong with it here. There you go. It is continuous. Start the APU. Wow, there's actually something wrong with my mouse though. I'm seriously wondering. The mouse seat's being really weird as well, like it shouldn't be. It keeps turning left a little bit. Right, there's a left turn here, I think. We don't want to go in there. Oh my, why is this plane pulling to the left? I don't get it. It's pulling to the left really annoyingly. And it shouldn't. Like, just pull to the left randomly. There's actually something wrong with my mouse, I'm wondering here. Right, it seems like that's been fixed now. There was actually something going on here. It's really annoying. I'm not pulling left anymore, though. What's going on with this mouse today? There's actually something wrong with it, look. I can't adjust any of this now. What is going on? Is it the mouse or is it the game? That's what I'm wondering. Because it could be the game, it could be the mouse, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's actually annoying. Oh, I almost overshot that turning then. Right, into the gate. We have a jetway. I'm not sure whether the jetway will actually work. We'll see. Actually, according to the game, there was no jetway here, and I don't think there is. Not jetways for a different gate. Okay, we turn in. And here's our little man that guides us in. So he's taking a bit left. Now it's going to go straight. Oh my god, there's actually... Please, game. There you go. Let me cut the engines. Hello? Oh my word. There is actually... What is going on? It's getting worse. Hello? Game? There's something wrong with my mouse or something. I can't tell what. It's either my mouse or the game. I think it might be the game. Please, because there's... There you go. I've just hit the right area because for some reason it's being really weird. Like off, on again. Oh. Please, game. What's going on? Why is this game being so weird? I'm trying to cut my engines, game. I can't. It's not letting me. It's actually not letting me cut my engines. Well, it's not letting me cut one of them. There you go. Let me cut it in that view. Have I pressed something? I'm really weird, this is. It's only inside the aircraft it's doing it, but it's a really strange bug. That. Oh, come on, I can't press any buttons on here either. Help. Right, what do I click? Shift 3. It's working on there. It's something wrong with the plane. Well, now the engines are off, I can file the flight plan. Right, there's actually something. Come on, please. Game. Wow. Might have to reload the plane, I suspect. So we'll have to, unfortunately, leave. We won't deboard the passengers. We'll just have to reload the plane because there's something going on here. Honestly, last time I flew the 737, I had a problem where the sounds went and I had to reload the aircraft. This time we've got another bug. Like, it's so annoying. So I need to reload in a fake 737 and then a real one. Otherwise, the game will break and it won't work for some reason. The game, so. And I need to load in the proper one, and then just fingers crossed that works. If not, I'm going to have to cancel the other flight, because I can't deal with this game now. It's been silly. Like, it's not something wrong with my mouse, I don't think, because of, I've just checked, obviously. It's not something wrong with my mouse, so. And then we'll load back in the plane, and see if I can click stuff now. Oh, it still isn't working. Why does this happen to me when I do this with it always happens. Like, this 737 is really, really, really odd. Like, it doesn't load in properly. And I've looked it up, and it says it's like when you download, say you downloaded a free version of it, it hasn't got all, like, the right, like, code that confirms it works. So, that's the reason for it. But the thing is, I've got another computer, and it works fine on there, and it's the same download that I paid for on PMDG's website, so it's a bit odd. But I have looked up another one, is that the recommended VRAM for this particular plane is 2 gig, and I only have 1 gig, so again, it could possibly be that as well. But at this rate, this second flight is not happening at this rate, because I'll have to try it in I'll load in a different plane, and then try and figure it out from there. So we'll load in still a 737, but like the fake 737, and not the Ryanair one, because obviously that's not working. So let's load in. Where is it? No, that's an Airbus A321. Oh, never mind. I'll try loading in that one, and then loading in a real one again. Wow. Yep, and then I'll try loading in. Now back to the Eurowings plane. Please work. Oh my word. This plane is totally broken, hasn't it? There's just something's gone wrong here, hasn't it, today? What if I try a different 737, saying that it won't. If I track it with the Eurowings thing, then it won't recognise it's a Eurowings plane. Because it could just be the livery that's acting up. I'll try loading in a different 737-800 to see if it's just the livery that's acting up. Nope. Right, one more try. I'm going to load in a 737-800 bang on default. Because I haven't actually done that yet. I've messed it up twice. So, one last try, and then if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to cancel the other flight, because, I don't know, something's gone wrong with the flight sim today. It's decided it doesn't want to do a second flight, maybe. It's just made my mouse give up on me, because you can see, look here, mouse absolutely fine, look. Mouse is working, 100%. I can control everything in here, no problem. So, oh, what on earth? There we go. So you can tell it's working fine on this screen. Look, I've got all the controls like this. Look, they're all working fine. This control here, look, that's working fine. That's working fine. I can't control the radios. Look, there we go. The radios are working fine. Look, so it's all working. Look, it's all working fine. So that means that it's not my mouse that's the problem. So we'll try loading in. Now I've done that, I'll try loading in this 737 again, and then starting the second flight. If not, just rip. So, yep, good. And then let's try and load in the plane. And I've tried this thousands of other times with all the other Boeing 737 liveries, and it's worked. Okay, that's the end of the stream then. This plane has decided today it doesn't want to work. Just, okay. It's obviously gone like, yeah, I'll load in once for you. The second time, no, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work. Right, one more time. I'll try loading in a fake 737, and then, like, the default one. And then I'll try loading in, say, like a Ryanair 737, to see if it's the livery that's the problem. It could just be the livery, because this doesn't normally happen, so... Because normally I do have this problem where it goes, you know, it goes that colour, and I have to load in a 737 and stuff, but normally... that I wouldn't have to do that. That's the thing. Normally, I wouldn't have to reload it because the mouse doesn't go weird. So I've loaded that in, and I'll try loading in like a Ryanair one. And if the Ryanair one works, I'll cancel this Eurowings flight and then book a Ryanair flight from Cologne to Stansted instead, and I'll fly it as a Ryanair. So let's load in this Ryanair. Does it work? No. Okay. So today it might be a combination of possibly the scenery. I don't know, but something has just gone wrong with this plane today. It's not in a mood to work, so yep, apologies for that, but it looks like there will not be a second flight today, thanks to FSX being FSX as usual, so oh well. Let's just edit the title of this. Because obviously it's decided today it doesn't want to work, so yeah, it's okay with me. It's just decided it doesn't work, so it doesn't want to work today. Obviously, just it's just decided to have a day off or something. I don't know. I don't know how planes work like that. Obviously, it's probably just decided it doesn't work. It doesn't want to work today. It's in a bad mood or something. I don't know. Got no clue. But it's decided that for some reason. So. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Why do I keep saying it's a stream? So, thank you guys for watching this stream. I know it's a bit shorter than planned, but there you go. That's the plane messing around. I'm going to have to use the A320 maybe for the next couple of weeks, or I might look on the Operations Centre of PMDG to see if there's an update that needs doing or something. I don't know what's gone wrong, because the last stream I did with the PMDG, obviously we had the problems with the sound as well, and then I reloaded the plane, and then it miraculously works. But it is, honestly, it's a bit annoying, so oh well, I'll have to leave it at that, but so it is a bit unfortunate that has not worked, but whatever. Forget that. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.